Beautiful people, it has been way too long. I have been away, I know, and I apologize. I've been sick, I've been traveling, I've been busy planning for my event this summer. So it's been a while, but I have lots of content coming your way. If you are new here, I'm Michelle Marbie Davies, and I'm basically a cross between Oprah and Martha Stewart. If they were to have a baby, I would be the end result, because I love rich, deep conversations, but I also love hosting and entertaining and elevating my home. Over the next month, I've got lots of content coming your way around just making your home feel alive, making your home feel like an oasis, especially with the zest of spring. I love spring, I love new beginnings, and I love markers of new seasons. So we're gonna lean into all things spring. That's just gonna help you elevate your home, right? So Spring Forward is the series that I normally do every year. And it's all the tips that are gonna help to just make your home feel alive, make it feel like an oasis, make it feel like all the goodness of spring is injected into that space. So I've got tips around decluttering, around little ways to refresh your space, your cookware, your pots, your pans, like nothing is left out. And I've been doing that myself in between being sick. So I can't wait to share with you what I've been up to. But today we're just gonna refresh the space with a rug. I'm gonna show you kind of what that looks like, because it's the first time I'm having a rug in this space and I'm excited, so let's get into it. Hello everybody on the YouTube streets. Today I am adding a rug to my dining table area. This is said rug, which I'm gonna roll out so you can see. I've never, in all the years of being here, had a rug here, and I just thought it would be nice to see how it could add something to the space, some depth to the space, but also kind of ground the area a little bit and separate it from the island, like island and kitchen, and then kind of, you know, the dining area. So I got a rug from Ruggable, which is amazing, because for a dining area, yes, ideally you want something that you can kind of wash when you need to. I'm hoping I won't actually need to, but if most of my guests behave themselves, then I shouldn't. These are the bar stools that I also got that I think work nicely with the chairs that I have, the dining chairs. They're not matchy like the exact same. And I like the fact that there's a bit of texture and a slight color variation with the bits of black in there. Especially because I think if something like that, the dining chair stained, it would be harder to get clean than this. But I love this. I love the detailing on it. The back of the chair. It's cute. It's super cute. It would sit on the other side of the island. But yeah, this is kind of part one of refreshing my space for spring. I can't wait to also add in other little bits that I think will just make it feel like spring and summer. But I'm going to move the table over and lay down the rug. I should also be getting a runner that's the same pattern as the rug. Ruggable have kindly gifted me both, so that should go in that area when it comes. But for now, let's get this rug down. Okay, so normally I would avoid any kind of DIY, but I thought I would give it a go. And I had watched a couple of videos online about how people put their rugs down. This is what the underneath of it looks like, the thing that you put under the carpet. It's got like this Velcro kind of thing that makes the carpet, the base of the carpet, stick to it and not shift around. So I'm gonna roll this out and try and make sure it's as aligned as possible. Okay, so as I mentioned, you put down the Velcro pad first. I went for the standard and not the cushioned. Maybe near the sink area, near the kitchen island, I would go for the cushioned pad, but this is just the standard one for under the dining table. Okay, Velcro pad down, now it's time for the rug. I don't know if you can see, it's this kind of like bluey and grey and white pattern. I love how vintage and classic it looks, and I wanted something that felt like that, and didn't feel too modern for the space, because I have a mixture. Most of the stuff in my space is quite modern, so I wanted to balance things out a bit. Apologies for the noise. It was warm that day, so I had the balcony door open when I was putting the rug down. But essentially, this rug, I think, works really well in a space because it just brings some sort of balance. I love things that are modern, but also just adding things that feel a bit more vintage. And I think this rug
perfectly aligns with that. It's kind of like a Persian style vintage rug, but not exactly. And it reminds me of the rugs that I would grow up with in Lagos, Nigeria. I also feel like the rug ties in nicely. The colors on the rug, the shades of blue, tie in nicely with the paintings I have in this space. The one of the marketplace, it has undertones of blue, and then the one of the guy playing the musical instrument. Like when you come up close, you can actually see little bits of blue and greens in there. This job I would definitely recommend for 2 people if your dining table is as heavy as mine. But I just love this, and I love that it kind of sections out the space. It feels like its own little space for the dining table. It feels cozy as people sit, because I am a no shoes household. So this works really nicely when people take off their shoes and just have something soft and cozy under their feet. And I love the fact that it's washable. I hope to never need to put it in my washing machine. I don't even think it would fit. I'd have to take it to the laundromat or something. And yeah, I just don't have the energy. But I do know if anything were to ever happen, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So I really appreciate that. And I think it just balances the space out really, really nicely. At first, I kind of felt nervous when I put it down, but it's like, it's grown on me. When I step back and look at it, I'm like, it really, really works well in this space. And I just absolutely love the way it looks.
But it looks like this is the final result. I think it's giving grown and sexy and mature, evolved. She looks like a cutie, especially with this plant in the corner. Excuse the light. I need to find somewhere for that to live because I film in here. But this is what it looks like. This is daylight. And it's perfect. It's so, so, so cute. I'm going to show you what it looks like once I bring the bar stools back around. But I adore, absolutely love. Now what it looks like with the bar stools. Again, I just love the way it looks. I'm going to need to move my island. It's a freestanding island. So I'm going to move it slightly that way, because when people sit and they push the stools back, it's going to knock the side of the rug, and there's not really room on the other side to pull the rug further. But I love it. I was nervous about the size, but it works perfectly, because you want all your furniture to fit inside of the size of the rug for it to look appropriate. Like when it's too small, then it starts to look slightly cheap. Yeah, you just want like your furniture to fit within it, and it just carves out a zone. So this is the dining area zone, and I think it works perfectly. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to style the table for spring as well. But super cute, super duper, super cute. That was a quick drive-by to show you what I've done to elevate my space for spring when it comes to my dining area. I can't wait to share more with you in terms of what I've done, but I absolutely love how grown and sexy this looks. 10 out of 10. I will include a link below to the rug from Ruggable, and if you get one and you love yours too, let me know. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.